Ladies and gentlemen, boys and girls, we are back again to do another infamous trailer react. I'm Kuya P, and I'm joined by the one, the only cat that levels me up, Mr. Glenn Lawrence. How are you, Glenn?
What's going on, baby?
Yes, sirs. And of course, Heather, who promises not to hurt you. Heather, don't hurt him. How are you, Heather?
Okay.
All right. I know Heather's going to do a lot of hurt, though, for this upcoming trailer. We learned a lot about it during our weekly show that we just recorded. Please go check out our show tab for all your new releases. It's dropping as of this week on this recording. So we're intrigued, though, because Glenn and I had not seen this yet. It's coming right now this week. And so we need to know all about it because Glenn and I, as well as Heather, are big Scooby-Doo fans. So Glenn was looking at the cast. It has a lot of impressive people and has us boggled because Heather's talking so much shit about it. So we want to know what's up. So we're gonna check this out. And Heather's gonna tell us how she really feels.
It is. It's not the shit you think it is. For anyone who's like preemptive.
There we go. Yes. Let Heather speak her mind, people. Let's go. Let's check this out. Glenn, you ready, Glenn?
I'm ready.
Let's go. Velma.
Dear HBO Max, I just learned you intend to make a genre-bending comedic origin story of Judy Jetson. When I heard this new version of Judy Jetson wouldn't be boy crazy, the only word I had to describe my disgust is jinkies. If there is one thing the internet agrees on, it's that you should never change anything ever. I hope you die. Sincerely, Velma. Well, at least Judy's still white.
Yep. Joke there. Yeah.
Hello? Velma Dinkley
speaking.
Joke
right there, though.
Hello, Velma. Do you like solving mysteries?
Yeah, but I'm actually much more three-dimensional than that. Who is this?
That's the mystery. And solve it quick, because I'm in your house.
A serial killer calling from inside my house? Yes, that's a classic, and that's my point. Why change anything when the classics all still work, right? Wait, you're inside my house!
Yo. Heather. Hold up. We'll let Heather get the last word because she deserves the last word. Glenn. What are you thinking, man?
I love Mindy Kaling, and I am very interested to see the reimagining, and because I think there was like a lot of talk about how the characters have been stale and they don't really do anything outside of like Scooby and Shaggy. You know what I mean? They were very one-dimensional and stereotypical. So this looks kind of fun. I like the dialogue that Mindy Kaling is bringing to the trailer, so I'm very interested to see what they have, and it seems like it's going to be a little bit more adult. It's going to be like a cartoon that's a kind of adult. So I like what I saw. I thought it was kind of cool. I'm intrigued, to say the least. I'll probably give it an episode before I make any decisions. But yeah, I like Jinkies. I like ye.
I have to say, speaking of just what we saw, although I do know slightly, and Heather's going to break it down, which I can't wait for her to just take up the table and just smash it. But before she does that, from just what I saw, and Heather can attest to this because we've spoke on this in regards to like Elseworld stuff. Right now, from just seeing what I'm seeing, I dig Elseworlds type of stories. The existing content that we love is still there. We can always get that. Why not every now and then freshen it up, play around with it, and then we can also go back to it again, So for right now, with what I'm seeing with this Velma, I'm intrigued. I'm like Glenn is going to give it a viewing. And from hearing what the cast is going to be, interested in what they're going to bring to the table. And that's where I feel on it. But I know Heather, and that's what I want to say. Like, it has me intrigued by basis of just what I'm seeing. So Heather, break us down again real quick. You did a little bit during the weekly. Why should we smash tables? What's the problem, though, behind what we're seeing in regards to this? Because I feel you in that regard too. I don't like to support shit people, and there's some shit people I know that are involved in a certain respect, but from what I'm seeing, looks kind of cool. I can't deny that.
So literally like a month and a half ago, I was 1,050% on this train because I love everything Scooby-Doo. I am 100% like my husband and I fell in love with because of Scooby-Doo. There's a fun story there. Like it's a whole bunch of stuff. Scooby-Doo is like one of that and Lord, like that and Tolkien. Like that's my entire personality. And I love that none of the main characters are white. Like it's fun and interesting. Do we get weird angles like Velma has a crush on Fred, even though they have no real connection at all, especially right after in one universe, one given timeline, Velma has come out as at least bisexual or gay in some way, shape, or form. Or in actually watch Mystery Incorporated. It's a great show. HBO, you should bring that series back. That was an incredible show. But it's one of those where there was just all this great fun stuff. It's going to be more adult, more Harley Quinn kind of style HBO animation. It looked really
that
cool.
totally gives me a Harley Quinn vibe. Yeah.
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, for sure.
And honestly, I wasn't too upset about Scooby-Doo not being in the film. The idea is that these are an older, maybe Scooby has passed away kind of concept. Like that's where a lot of people were just like, oh, he's a dog. He is a dog. Like life, life finds a way, right? But then two things happened. One, I think he's the director. Charlie Grandy came out and said that they want something a little bit more real, and a talking dog would take away from the nuance of the show. And this is my statement, I will say this to anyone. If you do not believe that an adult audience can take out the nuance of a show because an animated dog is there, then you don't understand the concept that is Scooby-Doo. Like personally, that's just me point blank. That you can make adult Scooby with Scooby and still be very real, very honest, very forthcoming. Like you can. It doesn't have to make it. A talking dog does not make it a childish thing. That's literally basically what he said. It does not make it a kid show.
I agree with that.
Number two, and this is my big one, and I will say this, I literally watched Sex Lives of College Girls like 3 minutes ago.
Wait, can I talk on the talking dog part before you go into the second part? Is that okay?
Go ahead.
Because Scooby doesn't necessarily talk. He kind of just goes, "Roar, roar, roar, roar." And you could definitely make a dog sound like he's barking, but kind of talk. Because I've heard dogs that sound like they're talking. Like he could definitely have done that. So I don't know. I don't know. Maybe it's a misdirect. Anyway, I just wanted to throw that out there before we got too far, and I forgot because I forget things.
And that's the thing. It's from even just why can't he be a dog? Why can't you have a dog? One of Scooby's most important traits is that he has a really, really strong nose. Why can't a Great Dane just be there? Like why can't there be absolutely no dogs? Oh, because a dog is childish. No, sir. We are in a world where people cannot differentiate between what is actually made for kids and what is made for adults. They're not going to see the difference. Nobody's going to see the difference if a talking dog is there. I promise. So that's number one. You're literally taking Scooby-Doo out of a Scooby-Doo series. That's just mind-blowing to me. But number two, and this actually really hurts. So there was something on Twitter where J.K. Rowling shared something that Mindy Kaling said, and then she reshared it. Something very benign, something very little, something very simple, but something careless during a time where it is very, very important to be, during a time where what one action can do can literally destroy everything that you see. People came forward and asked, hey, do you see what you're doing? And things just exploded. They got worse. And if you are going to share someone's platform that is actively transphobic and they're making that their personality, and I don't even think it was necessarily like Velma. It might not even have been Velma related. Like it was Kaling decided to share something that was from Rowling during a time, once again, this was like 2 months ago. It really breaks your heart when you see someone who actively hurts a community that they are trying to support. Like if you watch Sex Lives of College Girls, you see those characters, you see those people that Kaling is trying to support and trying to uplift. And then you see them actively uplift a voice that's trying to destroy, and in some ways has been a piece of how many people are dying, have died, have gotten bullied, so on and so forth. and it actually destroyed. I could forgive the Scooby thing. I think it's stupid, but I could forgive the Scooby thing. You are hurting my community, and that kind of hurts, Mindy. I'm sorry. That really, really, really hurts. And I know it's not me. It's not even me. It's one of those, though, where it can really destroy your opinion and your excitement for something.
Did she ever make a response to that
No.
with the comedian? She didn't. So she has said nothing.
Nothing.
Yeah.
I think a few weeks later it was taken down, but like it was like a general scrub. You know how like people, and I'm gonna say people, I'm not even gonna say like celebrities or anything.
Yeah.
Like people just do general scrubs. I think that at some point like it was taken down, that she retweeted it, but there was no additional response. And that can, once again, that can be hurtful to a community.
I feel that. I've seen a lot of my heroes become zeros. You know, I think that happens with age and time. You see the heroes become villains, you know?
Exactly.
So,
and I'm not even going to say that Mindy Kaling is a villain.
yeah.
There's just a moment in time where you have something that's really exciting, really, really that a lot of people are looking forward to. And then you do something very small that can really hurt a lot of people. And you don't become a villain, but you make people lose interest. And that's what happened with Velma.
I feel that. I feel both those points. Yeah. Yeah, I can see that. Yeah. Okay. But there's a whole, outside of that, you know, as we all know, there's a lot of people involved to make a project happen.
Mm-hmm.
And so we can't discount the efforts by a whole team of folks to bring us entertainment to help take our minds off of all the shit. So,
absolutely.
Yeah.
I mean, when you look at how diverse the cast is, it's like, you know, it's kind of what we clamor for a lot of times. You know what I mean? We want to see these iconic stories with casts that are super diverse and whatnot. So, you know, it's good seeing that this cast is that. Like when I was reading the names to Kuya P before you mentioned this, Heather, like I was getting kind of excited listening to all the people who are in the who are going to be in the series. It looks great. So
sure, totally, absolutely. But also, while we have people like Sam Richardson, who's just absolutely a gem in Hollywood, playing voices. We have Constance Wu, Glenn Howerton, like a lot of really great voices to giving to this. As a quick aside, though, just to keep going with this sad train, Hollywood, please hire actual voice actors to do this stuff. There's a lot of incredibly talented people that do not make millions of dollars a year that can do incredible work for you. I know this was supposed to be celebrity driven and celebrity branded, but we have incredible actors out there who do more than just our pretty faces and can also lend their voice. They are incredibly talented. Please hire voice actors. And this kind of comes off the heels of Apple announcing that they are going to start trying to do AI for reading their audiobooks. Hiring a voice actor is giving someone a job that they have always dreamed about.
I feel that.
Not to discount the incredible work here. I'm just after that conversation.
You don't ever get up on a soapbox, Heather, so I don't even know why you're saying any of those things, because you don't. So why not? All right, so those are our opinions on Velma. We'll see how it goes. I totally recognize and feel and understand all of your feelings about it, Heather, and that can't be denied. But for the talent that have put efforts and may feel in other respects, this could be their dream project that finally meant something and did something for them, that we can't deny that as well. It sucks with life in industry, but it is what it is. Heather, how can the people reach out to you if they want to talk all things Velma, and you can let them know what they're heading into?
I hope you all enjoy it. I really do. Everything Scooby should always succeed. But you can talk to me about any Scooby at Nerd is a Heather on Twitter and at Heather is a Nerd on TikTok, Instagram, and Hive.
All right. And Glenn Lawrence, how can they level up with you?
Level up with me on levelupcomedy.com, as well as Facebook and IG is Glenn Lawrence Comedy, and on Twitter is Glenn Levels Up.
All right. And for me, it's the legend Kuya P on Twitter, TikTok, IG, Hive, and of course here with Heather and Glenn and the whole squad at the NRW and at Nerds Wednesday, where nerds rule the world. Let us know if you are checking out Velma below.